morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a new day. I hope everyone is doing well. Thank you for clicking on this video to watch it. It is food pantry day, so it's Thursday morning. It's 8:55. Running a little late, but that's okay. We don't necessarily have to be there at 9 o'clock. Oh. So we lost power this morning, right before 7 o'clock, I think it was. And we could hear the transformer go out, and then, of course, the power went out. So it wasn't down too long. We always get an email from the power company letting us know power's out. But yeah, they restored it probably within an hour. But it was so hot in the house from yesterday's weather. Yesterday was probably close to 80 degrees outside, if not. I didn't really spend time outside yesterday. It probably would have been a good day to cut grass, and I wanted to, but I never did. But it got so hot in the house, and no, I am not putting the AC up yet because I pay attention to the 10-day forecast, and today is a 14 to 20 degree drop from yesterday. So, but from the heat yesterday, the house got up to 80 degrees, actually 81 at one point. And so overnight, the weather cooled off outside, but the house stayed very hot. And the power going out got us up, and then we pretty much felt the heat in the house still. So I took out the jackeries, because we have two jackeries, and that way we could plug the fans in. I opened up the windows. And when I opened up the bathroom window, I could feel the cool air outside already. It felt so good. But it's only 59 degrees here. And so yeah, at least I was able to open windows up to get some air through the house and get the fans plugged in while the power was out. But it went back up pretty quick, within an hour. So I couldn't open up one window because I am having a problem with my right shoulder right now. About 4 nights ago, it's been about 3 days since this has been going on. About 4 nights ago, I slept on my right side, and when I went to go flip over to my back, I could feel something happen to my shoulder in my sleep while I was sleeping on it. And it has been messed up ever since. So I've not been able to do stuff, certain things it hurts when I raise my arm. So I've been, like, when I brush my hair, I really fight it, and then all of a sudden my arm will just drop on its own. And this morning when I went to go open the windows, I could not open the kitchen window because I can't raise my right arm to help open that window because I have to lift it up. And so I can't open the kitchen window right now. And I didn't even brush my hair this morning because this morning it seemed to be more painful than it did the last couple of days. I thought it was getting better, but this morning it's a little more painful. So I couldn't brush my hair this morning. The past few days I've had a hard time getting my shirt, my bra on. So yeah, I've struggled to get stuff on, but I keep trying to use it. I probably shouldn't, but yeah, I really can't raise it above, so, well, hopefully it starts to feel better. So I have a hat on, can't guess. I have my hair braided. My hair is in a braid from last night or yesterday, so I just left it that way and put a hat on. But how's everybody doing? So I don't know if you've noticed, but I haven't been as active on YouTube. I haven't been posting like every day, and that's just because life has been slow in the house, and I really haven't had anything to record. So, and I don't want to just make up stuff to record. Then it just feels like, you know, it's not genuine. So yeah, that's the only reason. I just haven't done much in the house. I'm not complaining that it's slow in the house, but I just haven't had much to record, so I don't post. So that's the only reason. Everything's okay. So I wanted to, somebody had asked, and this was a little while ago already, how's married life? And for those of you that are newer and don't know the backstory, Glenn and I have been together since 2003. And we actually just got married this past November. So we've been married for going on 7 months now. And somebody had wanted to know how married life is. I know one of the newer subscribers had asked why after all that time we decided to get married legally. There's a whole bunch of Canadian geese, honkers, crossing the road, so people are stopping right in front of us here. That's so cool. They're on the left side there. But so we decided we always lived like we were married, and we just never got married. Because we thought, you know, it was just a piece of paper. And I know when we updated you guys to let you know we were finally getting married, and a couple of you had said it's not just a piece of paper, it's more than that. And you are absolutely right on that. But going back to the reason we finally got married was Glenn is pretty much the only income coming in besides what I make on YouTube. And what I make on YouTube is so up and down from month to month. You can't count on any set amount. And he was afraid if something happened to him that I would be left with nothing, like no income. So he said we really should get married. That way if something happens to me, at least you would get a certain percentage of his Social Security once I turn 60, because I believe you don't, if your spouse passes away, the surviving spouse doesn't get it until they're 60, I believe. That's what we saw when we looked into it. But he wanted to make sure at least I would get a percentage of his Social Security if something happened to him. And that's why we got married. So going back to how married life has been. So when we first got married, we got married November 22nd. And before we got married, we had always thought, it's just a piece of paper to, say you're legally married. And after we got married, we found that it wasn't just a piece of paper. We felt different. We did feel different. And it was a special feeling, And morning after morning, I would wake up, and even he said he would like look at his ring, and every morning I would wake up and just look at my ring, and really couldn't believe that we're finally married. But yeah, it made us feel like we were closer, even though the way we lived didn't change. But just the fact that we got married really kind of closed that circle, like completed that circle. And yeah, we just felt like we were closer after we got married. And especially now that I do more for him as a caregiver, I think that also brings it, to a closer feeling. Like, I don't know, I don't have the words to explain it right, and I hope you know what I mean. But yeah, it's the way we live hasn't changed. We live simple, and we live low income, and we still do. But I think we're just closer, if that makes sense. But we're human, so sometimes I can't say we argue, and we didn't. It was the same before we got married. We didn't argue a lot, and if it was an argument, it was over something stupid, and we just come to our senses, and we still don't argue a lot. I don't remember the last argument we had, but mostly it's it's not even that it's an argument. It might be just a mood one of us is in, and the other one senses it. Like sometimes I could be moody, and sometimes I sense that he's moody, even though the one who's moody doesn't realize you're moody, but the other one sees it. So, but that's pretty much it as far as not getting along. It's so married life is good. I can't say we're not doing anything different because we got married. It's just a different feeling once you are married. And we always said, we're married before we got married. We always, like, if we're talking to people, or like we come across strangers and introducing, and we always introduced, like, I would say this is my husband, and he would say this is my wife. So we always felt that we were married, and we lived like we were married. But now we're legally married. So yeah, it just felt like it completed our lives together. So I hope that makes sense. But going on 7 months of being married, but we've been together since 2003. And as far as, you know, before we got married, another reason that we got married is because we thought that he might benefit from me being a veteran as far as health care, and that's not the case. After doing more research, I am a veteran. Everybody thinks he's a veteran because he's disabled. He is not a veteran. And I am a veteran, but I am not disabled. So I don't get any like bigger special benefits from the VA because I'm a veteran. I do get some coverage, but it's not like primary coverage. So we found that because we got married, he still would not benefit through VA health insurance. So, and that's all I'll say on that, because I don't really want to go into Glenn's health or anything like that, because he's asked me not to. So, and I know a lot of people have been asking also if Glenn is outside or anything, and for the newer folks, because of a certain video, Glenn has asked me not to talk about his health and updates on his health or anything. I mention them when I cook, because he knows it's hard not to mention them in certain aspects. So I'm here at the food pantry, so I will get back with you guys when I get out. Alright everyone, so I am out of the food pantry. I am actually heading over to the Southside Dollar Tree. I haven't been there in a long time. I don't have any plans on buying anything. But I wanted to just see what they got there. Just getting out of the house for a little bit. So going back to what I was saying, I guess I was pretty much done. So married life is good, and I can't talk about, I don't really want to talk about Glenn's health, because he's asked me not to. And for those of you that are newer, if you want to go back and watch the videos, it was because of a certain video that he's decided not to be on the channel, but that's his choice, and I'm not going to push him. So anyway, yeah, I'm just going to head over to the Dollar Tree. It's a bigger Dollar Tree than the one I normally go to on the north side of town. We live on the north side of town, and believe it or not, we actually have 3 Dollar Trees in our town. Our town, I call it a town, but it's a population of over 50,000 people. So it's a bigger town. But in our town, I think I say town because it's the Midwest. And I know if we lived in a city like Detroit, Chicago, or anything like that, I'd say city. But anywhere out of those places, because it's the Midwest, my mentality always just thinks town. So in our town, we have 3 Dollar Trees, and the one I'm going to now is the original one here. I think it was the first one that opened up here, and it's the biggest one. And I can't say either of the 3 are like dirty looking ones, because you know sometimes In certain areas, you have Dollar Trees that are kind of scuzzy looking, but even the one here to my right, there's a shopping center to my right now, and that's where the third Dollar Tree opened up. And even that one doesn't look that scuzzy. I guess that's the least favorite of the three that we have, but it's really not that bad. As you can see, it's cloudy. So our favorite pizza place is, I don't know, you probably won't see it. It's to the left side here. It's called Theo's Pizza. And we usually, it's the cheapest pizza in town, but it's the best pizza. We usually get a thin crust, pepperoni, with extra cheese, a large, for like $10. And it's really good. So we are on the south side of town right now. So to the pantry, I brought a bag. Normally you get a box, but I knew I probably, because of the way my right shoulder is feeling, I probably wouldn't be able to carry it. So I brought a reusable bag, a canvas one, to put all the stuff in. Such bad roads. One place I've been wanting to go to, but I can't go to too many places at one time in the same outing. Like, I don't want to spend too much time away from home, but our thrift stores, like our Goodwill store, to look for like frames and windows and whatever that you might want to repurpose. This is I-43 freeway right in front of us. The overpass there, that's I-43 freeway. That one goes north and south. If we were to go to Milwaukee, go south. Green Bay and all the other areas, we prefer to go north. So would you all like to go in the store with me? And you can see what they got here too. I want to actually check out their food section as well. So let's go in. everyone. So I am out of the Dollar Tree. I recorded as much as I could for you so you can see what's in our biggest Dollar Tree, but I actually ended up stop recording because it was getting quite crowded in there, and I just didn't want anybody to say anything because I was recording in there. It is a private business, so even though you can go in there as a public, but it is a private company. So yeah, the cashier did see me recording, didn't say anything, but a lot of people do record in there, but they do have the right to ask you to stop recording. So I just ended up stopping recording. I didn't want to record everybody that walked in front of me, so I just ended up stopping. But I think I got a lot for you. So all right, I'm gonna head home now, and I'll have the food pantry haul, and so yeah, I will catch up with you guys in a bit. All right, everyone, so here is the morning food pantry haul. Patches is going to be a part of this haul, so we did not get them at the food pantry. Oh, Munchkin. All right, so let's go over what we got at this morning's food pantry, and we'll start over here. Look, Patches. We got some Parmesan cheese. We got a can of sweet corn. Yes, Patches is the star of the show here. We got a can. Okay. A can of mild cheddar cheese, like some nacho cheese. And we got some chicken broth. We got some mild chili beans. We got some pinto beans. A lot of good canned goods here. 8-ounce, one of these smaller cans of tomato sauce. We got a tomato paste. We got a big can of chicken breast and a can of solid white premium tuna, chicken of the sea. My little love bug. My little love bug. We got a box of frosted mini wheats, little bites. Glenn likes these kind. Oh, look at this, Patches. We got some cookie mix. Woohoo! This week, instead of the strawberry cake mix, I picked up the chocolate chip cookie mix. And we got a 4-pack of the chocolate snack pack puddings. And for the meat, we got this pack of sliced ham. It's already sliced up. It's boneless. So we got this ham for our meats. Okay, I'm going to lay down. All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the Patches show. But that is everything in the food pantry haul. And that is going to do it for this video. You're looking sleepy, baby. So that's going to do it for this one, though. So thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch my videos. I appreciate all of you and the support you give my channel. And with that, remember to live life, be good to yourself, and be good to others. Until next time. Say bye, Patches. I've got my hand going up and down so he'll look up. Say bye, everyone.